Nah, cut that out. Nope, zip, not Brussels sprouts. We're cutting that out. It's Tori. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing a 50 facts about me, because who doesn't want to know 50 random facts about me? So let's get right to the video. I cheered all 4 years of high school. Loved it. Wish I could go back, pretty much. I miss cheering very, 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 very much. I almost got into competitive gymnastics. I started gymnastics when I was younger. Started off just like low, tumbling, and then gradually increased. We ended up, me and my sister tried out for competitive gymnastics. We both got in, but I chose cheerleading over gymnastics, and that is a big regret of mine. I love cheerleading, but I could have gone a long way with gymnastics. I'm a stay-at-home mom. A lot of people know this from my TikTok, but I stay at home with my little girls every day. My oldest goes to school, but my youngest stays here. But for the most part, I stay at home with my kids. A big fact that I'm scared to tell literally everyone, even though I talked about it in my live the other night: I pull my eyelashes from anxiety and depression. It's considered a self-harm method. I don't really catch myself doing it most of the time. I'll just be like, if I'm sitting there watching TV and I've had a bad day, I'll catch myself that I'm pulling my lashes. I literally have 0 lashes, and it's been tough. I wear falsies to cover it up, but it is a big thing that I've had to deal with, and I hate it. But I've learned to kind of accept it. But hopefully one day I'll get over it. I've been doing it for the last 4 years, so hopefully I get over that. But that's a big fact that now y'all know about me, and I'm very self-conscious about. So yeah, I talk in my sleep very bad. My husband's woken me up to me telling him random stuff about him. My dad's woken me up to me screaming in my sleep. It's always been a real bad issue I've had. I learned that if I drink dairy before I go to bed, it's even worse. So I don't know if that has a lot to do with it or what, but the talking in my sleep is very, very bad. Random fact, my favorite color is blue. A lot of people ask me that in my live, but I thought I'd add it in here, so my favorite color is blue. My favorite flower is a sunflower. They're just such pretty flowers. I don't know. I don't know. Out of all the flowers, they're just the prettiest in my opinion. I don't know if I should be proud of this one or not, but I know every word to every song in Moana because of my kids, and Trolls, and Frozen. I have an addiction to newer Disney movies. My favorite movie is Never Back Down. I don't know why that's my favorite movie. I guess it's because the hot men with their shirts off is just... I am the world's #1 procrastinator. I will put everything off to the last minute. That reminds me, I need to do my daughter's birthday. But I'm the world's worst procrastinator when it comes to doing anything. My go-to outfit would definitely have to be my cutoff and shorts. Like, duh, everyone knows that. Everybody's surprised when they catch me wearing sleeves. My dream vacation one day would have to be to go to Auschwitz, because I love the history behind all that. I know it's terrible. It may sound like I'm a terrible person, but I love to learn about all of that. And I just want to visit and step in the place where they were at that point in time. And I think it's amazing. So we used to have 5 lizards, 1 iguana, 2 birds, fish, and 2 dogs all at one time. We literally used to have a zoo. Oh, and we had a cat. I forgot about QT. We did have a cat. We literally used to have a zoo in our house. We loved animals. We had a bunch of bearded dragons, and then the iguana, and then we had some random eastern collared lizard. I don't know what the hell that thing was, but it was a random lizard. But yeah, we used to have a zoo, pretty much. When I was little, I was definitely afraid of heights. At Chuck E. Cheese, the little clock thingy that spins you around, I was afraid to get on that thing. It scared me to death. The hot air balloons at like your local fair and stuff, I freaked out. My dad had to stop the ride because I was crying. It scared me. Heights scared the living crap out of me, but the minute I started flying, because I used to fly to my dad's, it kind of helped that a little, because you're literally in the air. Least favorite food is definitely Brussels sprouts. Like, I feel like that would be a lot of least favorites for people. My mom used, cut cut that out. Nope, zip, not Brussels sprouts, we're cutting that out. My least favorite food is chicken lasagna. My mom and them used to make me and my sister eat that crap, and that is the worst meal of a lifetime. It is terrible, never eat it. My favorite food is definitely crawfish. I'm from Louisiana, so crawfish is like my go-to whenever it's in season, of course, but it's my favorite. When I make my steak, I have to have it mooing at me. Whether I go to a restaurant, whether I make it, it has to be mooing at me. I might as well just go into a field, bite the cow in the ass, because that's how I like my steak. I like it bleeding. One time I hyperextended my knee, which is where your knee actually goes backwards. I hyperextended it on a piece of paper in my bedroom. I was walking, I don't remember exactly what I was doing, but I was walking, I slipped on the piece of paper, and my knee went backwards. I got made fun of a lot for that, and my doctor, I remember him telling me to clean my room. It was pretty bad. The first time I made fried chicken, it was completely black on the outside, but it was completely frozen on the inside. But guess what? Brian ate every last bit of that chicken I made that day. The first time I ever got stung by a scorpion was just the other day. I was putting my bra on to take my daughter to school, felt a sting, and he stung me right in the boob right here. Never again. I hate every scorpion I see now. Anytime we go to the beach, like if we went to Florida, if I go down to Galveston, or whatever beach I go to, I always get stung by a jellyfish. It never fails. Jellyfish are attracted to me for some odd reason, and it sucks. I've gotten peed on quite a couple times to cure the jellyfish sting. The longest job I ever had was at a Mexican restaurant. I worked there for 2 years just about, and I still can't speak a lick of Spanish. They used to talk Spanish around me, and I know they were talking about me, but still can't speak a lick of Spanish. I am the absolute worst with money. My husband could give me $30, tell me not to spend it all on toilet paper, and I'm gonna spend every last dime of it. I'm bad with it. My favorite snack is salt and vinegar chips, and I literally lick the chips until my tongue is raw. Like, I lick all the salt and vinegar off the chips, and my tongue is literally, it turns white because it's so raw. So, I have a really bad pimple popping and hair pulling addiction. Like, I told y'all about the eyelash pulling, but if I see a random hair on my husband that I know does not belong, I have to pull it. It bugs me. I cannot stand it. Like, if he has an eyebrow that's sticking up, I have to pull it. He gets mad at me, but I have to do it. If he has a pimple and I notice it, I have to pop it. That's one of my biggest pet peeves, is I have to, it needs to disappear. Coca-Cola used to be my least favorite drink. I didn't like the way it tasted. I used to love Dr. Pepper. Now I'm like addicted to Coke and hate Dr. Pepper. Like, I'll drink Dr. Pepper, but I prefer Coke. I have a bad habit of never finishing anything I start. I started college for cosmetology, didn't finish. I started selling paparazzi jewelry. I quit doing that. I started selling life insurance, didn't do that. I quit that. Let's see if the YouTube thing lost. I got my belly button pierced a total of 6 times. Belly button was the one piercing I've always wanted. Besides my industrial bar, the belly button was the one piercing I wanted. I had it done 6 times. The first 5, it rejected. I literally was able to take the belly button ring and pull it straight out of the skin. Without unscrewing the belly button ring, it would just pull right through the skin. I'm a very impatient person. If stuff doesn't go my way at that time, I'm very mad. And I can't control that. My Toyota Corolla that I drive, I broke my key in my door one day, and then I ended up having to go and get a regular key because I thought the program key was too much. So I literally took the regular key and my program key, put the 2 keys together to crank my car for a while. Well, that worked for a little while, and then I broke the new key in my ignition. And then I had to put the broke key in the ignition to crank my car. It was a mess. It was bad. All throughout high school or even elementary school, I looked anorexic. Y'all, I ate and ate and ate, but I looked unhealthy weight. Like, I would not put on any weight no matter how much I ate. I'm a very unorganized person. Like, my brain will go a million miles an hour. If I'm doing like one of my kids' birthday parties or something, I'm bad. I'll forget things. I'll get confused on what we're doing. I'm a very unorganized person. This one I feel like I'm gonna get judged on. I haven't seen a lot of like original Disney movies like Cinderella, Snow White, Fox and the Hound. I haven't seen any of those. I never really grew up watching movies like that. I'm like my dad when it comes to bad weather. I love bad weather. Like if it's storming, thundering, tornadoes, I love all that kind of stuff. My dad, we had a bad tornado come through Georgia one day. It destroyed our church. And my dad went outside, and he loved to go outside just watch the storm. Well, one time he was going to open the door, and a big boom of lightning come. And as soon as he opened the door, he goes, nope, slams the door, walks back in the house. He's like, guys, don't go outside. We love bad weather, so. My natural hair color is not blonde. You can tell by my roots. My natural hair color is like almost a black brown color. I low-key have a makeup addiction. A lot of my makeup has been destroyed by my 2-year-old, but I have a makeup addiction, so. I also have an underwear addiction. I once went almost a month and a half without washing clothes because I have enough underwear to last me a month and a half. Biggest pet peeve over anything is if I'm cooking dinner and somebody comes in my kitchen and tries to eat the food off the stove. Do not do that. I might cut your hand off. But I might do it too, to other people. These are my natural brows. I hate them. They're bushy. I gotta get them waxed every so often, which they need it now. But these are my natural brows. The only time I fill them in is after I do my makeup and my foundation's on them, kind of. And I'll go in and I'll fill in where my foundation kind of lightened them up a little bit. I had all 4 of my wisdom teeth pulled. The dentist told me that they were literally coming in like crooked, like they were coming in this way. So I had to get all 4 of them pulled. That was the worst time of my life, but I love that macaroni I got to survive off of for a week. I don't know how many people might do this, but I love to eat pancake mix, just plain pancake mix. If I'm sitting at the house and I get a craving for it, I'll get a plastic cup, pour the pancake mix in it, mix it up, and eat it out the cup. I love pancake mix. My dad used to let me lick the bowl when he made his pancakes. We live in the country, so you know a lot of people around here go hunting and stuff. I didn't like deer hunting. Love squirrel hunting. Squirrel hunting, it's like an adrenaline rush because you always see a squirrel. But I've never eaten squirrel. I love to hunt them, but I've never eaten squirrel. So when I took my driving test, my written test, I passed with a 97%. When I took my computer test, I took it a total of 4 times. I failed the first 3, passed the 4th. I'm very ashamed of that, and I get made fun of that a lot. I love the smell of gas. I don't know what it is, but the smell of gas is just, it's amazing. I love to be cuddled by my husband, but I absolutely hate being hot. Because of my full hysterectomy, I don't have hormones. I'm not taking my hormones, which I know I probably should, but I'm not. So I have hot flashes, and when I go into my hot flash, I panic. If he's in the middle of cuddling me and I get hot, I automatically go, get off me! Get off me! I get hot. It's like a full panic mode. I absolutely hate peanut butter. I think it's the texture, but I love Reese's Cups. Reese's Cups are my addiction. Even though I recently tried peanut butter on bananas and that really wasn't that bad. But I love Reese's Cups. Hate peanut butter. I used to call my school when I was still in high school. Me and my friends used to do it all the time. We'd call up to the school and check ourselves out just so we could leave because my mom would never let me check out. So, you know. I married my high school sweetheart. He transferred to my school when he was in the 11th grade. I met him towards the end of his junior year. And we were together all throughout the rest of his junior year and his whole senior year and my whole senior year. So he's technically considered my high school sweetheart. I used to snort pixie sticks because I thought it was cool. Me and my cousin and my sister used to do it all the time. We thought we were badasses, you know, whatever. Last and final fact, guys. I'm not pregnant, in case y'all needed to know that. So, that's it. 50 facts about me. I know they're random. Whatever. That's the fun of this. Make sure to like and subscribe to my channel. Make sure you turn on that notification bell so you can see when I post my next video. My TikTok and Instagram will be linked down below. I'm working on getting my Twitter up and running, so be on the lookout for my Twitter. Yeah, that's all for today. Thanks for watching, and come back next time. Whoa, 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 guys. There's some bloopers coming. You gotta watch. Cheer to all 4 years of my high school. I almost. Used to hate Coke, now love it. I gotta fix my hair. Quit judging. Let's fix this. What else? So yeah, that's all for. What now?